And the next up for secretary will be Will Ritchie. Who's that? Oh, there he is. Will Ritchie. And for Will Ritchie, I'm going to invite up, if I can find my, too many microphones here. Oh, there it is. I'm holding it. For Will Ritchie, I'll invite up Kathleen Griffith from Gloucester. Hey, how are you?
Sure. Thank you.
Good morning. So I'm Kathleen Griffith, chairwoman of Gloucester, as Brandon noted, and I am rising today to present Will Ritchie as nominated for re-election as secretary of the Rhode Island Republican Party. I've known Will for many years. He's a lifelong Republican. Many of you already know that. He's been an active member of the State Central since 2003 and currently co-chair of the Providence Republican City Committee. Will is very willing to work with anyone, really, to advocate for the Republican Party, its principles, and its candidates. He's one of those people who, if you ask him for any help at all, he's there. He's very accessible. He's extremely qualified for this position. His organizational and networking ability is amazing. He's got in-depth knowledge with the RIGOP. And I just want to thank him and point out he was very helpful today in getting our Chairman's Caucus meeting organized, so thank you for that. With all of this means he's in a great position to know exactly what needs to be fixed, such as reforming our bylaws or our overall committee structure. As he's done multiple times before, he's overseeing today's election balloting. In fact, he's running around doing that right now, making sure the counts are in place, so I know that will go flawlessly. So Will is well prepared to assist whomever you elect as RIGOP. So that, even more importantly, he's very eager to work with anyone, really. So I'm asking my fellow delegates today to support Will for re-election for the RIGOP secretary position. Thank you.
And for a second, Will Ritchie.
Hey. Tried to get out, they pulled me back in. Thank you very much, Kathy, and I apologize, I'm a little bit hoarse. Thank you for your support and friendship. Of course, I accept your nomination for re-election as secretary. Thank you as well to Amanda for running on Bob's slate. So we only met for the first time this past Sunday at the nominations committee meeting. No mud's been swung, there's no Twitter wars, email blasts, or mailers. It's been a very 100% positive campaign. I've known most of you for many years. For those who don't, are relatively new. In my non-political life, I work in the appeals department of Blue Cross. My apologies to any doctors out there. I'm actively involved in various community organizations. I've been the main audio coordinator for Waterfire for just over 2 decades, actually. I started when I was 10. I'm the volunteer coordinator at the Providence Preservation Society's Festival of Historic Houses and also on its Winter Bash fundraising committee. I'm a lifelong supporter around Right to Life, of protecting the unborn, the handicapped, and those unable to defend themselves. In my spare time, which is sometimes spare, I do like to travel, lived and worked overseas, and know firsthand just how good we have it. I'm a lifelong Republican, as Kathy said, and an active member of State Central for actually 16 years now, through 6 different RIGOP chairs. Besides being secretary, I'm also co-chair of the Providence GOP with Dave Talon, as well as its past secretary. Prior to that, I was involved with the East Providence GOP for over a decade as treasurer, where I fundraised, managed, and volunteered for numerous campaigns. And while I certainly could have rode off into the sunset with our great leader, Brandon, thank you for a very memorable 4 years. Your shoes are hard to fill. I am seeking re-election for one main reason. I'm very certain I can be a great help for whomever you eventually end up electing as chair. Trust me, they're going to need it. I've been in touch with all the candidates over the past few months to provide them with assistance and often explain our at times Byzantine bylaws, processes, and rules, and they certainly need updating. Please note, I do not have an elephant in this race. Unlike our Democratic counterparts who had a so-called chair's election, had all the spontaneity of a North Korean Politburo meeting, I don't know how this will go today. Despite literally hours of ballot stuffing this morning. But just kidding. I trust your collective judgment to make the right choice. And as secretary, I'm often the point of contact for people looking to get involved with the party. I regularly interact with our town committees, members of the House and Senate leadership, thank you to Blake, and also groups like College Republicans or Young Republicans, and even with the media. Kathy Gregg twice in 1 week. Thank you for attending our Providence GOP Candidates Forum on Monday. And I maintain the official records of the party, of course, take the meeting minutes, organize elections. I wrote the rules for the meeting, which thankfully you passed without any objection. I was actually surprised. Apologies for the 10-point font. I was trying to save paper. And I look forward to working with whomever the new state chair is, with my fellow city and town chairs, and with the delegates of State Central to move our party forward and build a foundation that only exists because of your active involvement in the party. Thank you, and God bless.
Okay, so we have two in nomination for secretary, Amanda Bombardier and Will Ritchie.